With Robert Saleh starting to round out his coaching staff, let's take a look at his most recent additions. We have added John Benton, Greg Knapp, and Rob Calabrese to our coaching staff. Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, let's talk about the head coaching hire and all the assistant head coaches that are starting to come in with it. I love the Saleh hire. I think it is totally on merit. You guys heard me in all my my different breakdowns that I've done about this already. So really high on this, and I love the routes he's going with his coordinators as well. So let's talk about this. We already have Mike LaFleur in the building. We've talked about him. Followed the Shanahan tree from Cleveland to Atlanta to the 49ers. So getting him over here, big win for the New York Jets. But let's take a look a little bit further down the line. We have John Benton coming in to be our offensive line coach. Little history lesson for those of you that don't know, and I'm learning these guys as well on the fly. So John Benton, he was a graduate assistant at Colorado State. He was a recruiting coordinator for California University, offensive line coach, Colorado State, offensive line coach, St. Louis Rams, offensive line coach, Houston Texans from 2006 to 2013. I believe that was the Arian Foster year, so they had a legitimate offensive line there with a great running back at that time. So very cool hire there. Miami offensive line coach from 2014 to 15. Jacksonville assistant offensive line coach in 2016. That's where the Rob Saleh connection comes in. They coached together in Jacksonville. San Francisco 49ers from 2017 to 2020 as the offensive line coach. Molly, I'm making a video. What's going on over there, girl? There you go. Is that a little bit better? Are you done now? Are you okay? You were not freaking out? All right. Sorry about that. Offensive line-wise, I'm excited about that. Quarterback coach-wise, we got Greg Knapp. This is awesome. The Jets finally have a dedicated quarterback coach. When's the last time we had that? So this guy's been an offensive coordinator around the league. Looks like San Francisco, Atlanta, Oakland, Seattle, and then he's been a quarterback coach most recently for Oakland, Denver, and Atlanta. So I like this. I'm a big-time fan of having a dedicated quarterback coach, because so now you have the offensive coordinator that's solely devoted to focusing on the offensive side of the ball. Then you have the quarterback coach that's actually here to nurture and groom Sam Darnold. You have an offensive line coach that's gotten a lot out of his former offensive lineman. And we also bring in a passing game coordinator. Like this is a legit move. A legit passing game coordinator, a dedicated passing game coordinator. So we bring in Rob Calabrese. I am a big fan of this move. This guy was actually on the Denver Broncos staff most recently, and when the Denver Broncos had their whole battle with COVID and they lost all their quarterbacks this year, they actually petitioned to have him be their starting quarterback against the Saints. So that's kind of cool. Like I don't know. For the way the Jets coaching staff looked the last few years, compared to how Saleh's making it look right now, I'm a fan of this. I think you're getting a lot of guys that are here on merit. Yes, there's some connection with Saleh as well, but I think the way they're pulling him in is in the right mindset. Now, other coach-wise, I've heard Miles Austin get floated as our wide receivers coach. I don't know if that's a fact, if that's happened yet, or if it's just being rumored. I would really like that. Defensive coordinator-wise, I'm still holding out hope for Aaron Glenn from the Saints. He would be my top option. I know Chris Richard is high up on a lot of people's list as well. They overlapped in Seattle, I believe. Another name that we should possibly look at is BABICH. I think it's Bob Babich, the linebackers coach for the Buffalo Bills. He was the defensive coordinator in Jacksonville while Saleh was the linebackers coach there. And he was a former linebackers coach as well. So I could see us bringing him in to be our defensive coordinator, because at the very least, him and Robert Saleh had similar ideologies, which is why he was probably the linebacker coach the other way around. So I could see this as being a good fit. Not to mention Babich's son is on the Bills coaching staff as the safeties coach, I believe, or secondary coach, something along those lines. So if you think he's coming over, then maybe that creates a situation for his son where he gets elevated, so two people wind up getting raises in one fell swoop. And that could be an answer as to why we haven't heard anything about the defensive coordinator side, because the Bills are still in the playoffs. They're going to the AFC Championship game, and I guess that would make a lot of sense. There's the connection, plus keeping someone within the division gives them a little motivation factor. I don't know. Guys, let me know what you think of the coaching candidates that we've brought in. Who would you like to see us go after? in terms of defensive coordinator and other position coaches? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.